It's day 9 since I quit trucking, and today I took a $230 loss trading SPY. This is not good. The pressure is real. There is no trucking paycheck coming in. My mission is to out-earn my old trucking wage by trading. And with this loss, my average daily income just slipped. I refuse to be one of those people to only show their wins and hide their losses. So in this video, I'm breaking it all down. What went wrong, what I did right, and what you need to do if you take a hit in the market. So pay close attention. This is not just a trade recap. There are real lessons here. You're about to learn something potent. Win or lose, I show it all. Trading is risky. You can lose all of your money viciously. As you can see, I'm moving around on the Thinkorswim app. This is my real account. There is no faking this. If you're a CDL truck driver and you're serious about learning how to trade, I offer a 6 to 8 week ride along. It's you and me riding shotgun on the charts. Link in the description. Before I tell you how I lost money today, let me save you some. This is a 1-minute chart of SPY on Thursday, June 26, 2025. See these 1-minute candlesticks with wicks on both sides? Market makers turned on the blender. This is Wick City. Everyone trying to break out here got chopped up. Think weed whacker on grass. That's what happened to traders in this mess right here. I saw the first 5 minutes and I was like, nope, guaranteed money loser. So I stayed out. Wait for it to end. See after like 9:45 how candles get clean, price starts moving, staircasing down. That's when you trade, when you have direction, not sideways chop like this. This tip alone could save you hundreds, if not thousands. Now let me tell you how I ignored my own rules and how it cost me $230 today. First, I have to give you an overview of my thesis. My thesis was bullish and it was bulletproof. The Fed's under pressure to cut rates. SPY is near all-time highs, breaking above prior day highs with absolute strength, which absolute strength is the staircase pattern that I trade. Plus, there is this underlying 3-day trend day pattern that started June 24th. The pattern is like this. It runs, pause, then run again. The first day is institutional buying or selling, where price is moving in one direction and one direction only. It's a powerful trend day. The second day is usually a pause or a slight pullback or reversal. The third day, the trend resumes. The same trend, the same force, the same vigor from the first day. I've made money on this before. I've seen it before, plenty of times. And so with all of the macro news, macro information, and the current circumstance of where price action is at, I was bullish. Everything screamed bullish. This should have been easy money today, but instead I lost. Well, where did I go wrong? Greed hijacked my brain. Here's where I screwed up. When price broke below prior day highs, instead of buying the dip like my thesis demanded, I got greedy. I thought price will push to the 834 pre-market lows right here. It'll stop out all of the longs, then I'll catch a bounce. And because I participated in this quick flush down, I would have extra profits so that when price reclaims against prior day highs, I have more money. I'll make more profit. That thought was pure greed, and it destroyed everything after. It's like a domino effect. You know that I'm trading to replace my trucking income. So far, I've been averaging about $200 a day, but I need to replace my $320 a day income. In order to do that, I need to average at least $600 a day. That's a lot of pressure. It made me take a trade I knew I shouldn't have taken. Let me interrupt real quick to remind you that trading is very risky. Do not quit your trucking job if you are not financially stable. I'm an experienced options trader. I understand totally the risk that I'm taking on. In trucking, an experienced driver reaches that status after a year or two, not after watching a YouTube video. Set your brakes, set your expectations. If you need help accelerating your learning though, you can book me for a 6 to 8 week ride along. Link in the description. Trading is psychological warfare. The moment greed entered my mind, I violated my bullish thesis and the market punished me immediately. Here is what I did right. I used mental stops, not actual orders, Market makers can't see my mental stops, but they can see my actual orders. So I never submit my stop orders immediately upon entry. I always just hold my mental stops and execute on them. But the problem with mental stops, they are dangerous. You get thesis drift. You start moving your levels. You start changing your mind. So to combat that, because trading is psychological warfare, I fight thoughts with thoughts. I use mantras. I hold one thought, which is my exit level, and I repeat it as price approaches that level so that I only execute. I don't second doubt anything. You can't hold two thoughts simultaneously. So mantras, they block out extra thoughts that might come in. When price moved against me, I honored my stop. And as you can see on this price action over here, there are others who got squeezed for 50 to 80% losses on puts. The old me would have held and prayed. The new me cut it quick because I have my mental mantra. I did not allow my thesis to drift, at least in this case. Or I did not allow my exit to drift. I knew where I would exit before I entered this first trade. And when the market got to it, I took my exit. So that was the beginning of the worst. I wasn't done screwing up after this first trade. Fresh off that loss, doubt crept in. I should have stuck to my thesis. Now I'm chasing. That thought entered my mind. Price reclaimed prior day highs, formed a bull flag, but it was underdeveloped and my mind was compromised. I jumped in anyway, thinking they're squeezing shorts. I got stopped out again. 2 rapid losses. Then the market showed me the perfect setup, a textbook high tight flag. The first high tight flag that I saw was immediately after getting stopped out of my first trade within my second trade. But that tight flag was not developed yet. This third one was well developed. It was beautiful, clean, exactly what I was waiting for. But by then, I knew I was psychologically compromised. When you're not executing from confidence but from doubt, you're done. I used my step away mantra and sat on my hands. I watched price trend upwards without me. It was very, very painful. So here's an overarching lesson. Psychology beats strategy. The perfect setup, I missed it. It worked, but it came in later. Before it arrived, I allowed insidious thoughts to enter my mind and compromise and cloud my judgment. Being right doesn't matter if your psychology is wrong. Here's what you need to know. First, you will struggle too. I'm experienced and I still got my head handed to me. Second, learn to recognize when you're on tilt. When greed, fear, or doubt clouds your judgment, step away. Third, use mantras like weapons because trading is psychological warfare. You need to utilize psychological tools as well. Find words that force the action you need. Repeat them with conviction. If you hold a thought in your mind long enough, it will only manifest into action. Monks withstand extraordinary pain through mantra because it allows them mental control. You can master trading psychology the same way. The loss hurt today. Rent's due for me next week. Bills are piling up. But I didn't spiral. I used my mantra. It's just one day, breathe. It's just one day, breathe. I used that mantra to help ease my mind, relax it. I embody positive energy because if you experience something negative and you allow it to replay over and over and over in your mind in a negative manner, you will only foster and harness negative emotions and negative feelings. And that never solves the problem that you're trying to solve. It's better to harness positive energy, positive feelings, so that when you step back towards your problems, you're stepping to them with clear mind, clear thoughts. From a positive perspective. It's easier to solve problems that way. The other thing that I did is I spent time with my family, my son, and my queen. This helped me maintain the positive energy because tomorrow is another day. That's why I say it's just one day. Breathe. It's just one day. Breathe. And I actually breathe. Everything discussed in this video, if it doesn't make you money, it'll save you money for sure, especially for Wick City. Honor your thesis, Use mantras to control your mind. Trading the market is a mental game. This is psychological warfare. And if you're not bringing psychological tools, psychological weapons to defend yourself, you will be victimized financially. If you're a CDL truck driver and you need help with your trading, you can book me for a 6 to 8 week ride along. It's kind of like when you had a trainer riding with you to teach you the ways of the road, except I do that with you for trading. So go down into the link in the description, book a call with me, we'll have a conversation, and you can also join the Truckers Who Trade community.